Hello everybody and welcome to Synergy Explains It All when it comes to TLE on EQ2. For those of you who do not know, the EverQuest 2 has come out with another time lock server. We're all starting in the base game. As you can see, I am now level 33. I'm growing a little bit of a neck beard. I don't actually play that much, but between work, trying to level up with the guild, having fun, and trying to make videos for you guys, I do not have that much time. This weekend, we'll hit 50. That's the goal, and then start running some of the bigger dungeons. But today I would like to go over some things for the people who are not as familiar with this game. Maybe haven't been playing it for very long. Maybe I'm trying EQ2 out for the first time, waiting for other games like Pantheon. And you don't really know what the best way to level is. This server is probably one of the most fun servers right now. It's really highly populated in the lower levels. You got a lot of people doing a lot of dungeons, a lot of groups to be had. I know our guild is doing Drunken Friday. We had 4 different dungeon groups running the other day, all across different levels. So we're just having a good time. But if you wanted to level, there's basically 3 different ways. I would suggest going about it. One would be the super power level. This is going to be your fastest way to get to max level, which is 50 at the moment. And that is to get a group of friends, you and 5 other people, to group up, run dungeons, and in-game you want to go to the cash shop. By the way, if my UI looks strange to you, it's because I'm using DarqUI. I'd highly recommend it. It's got great additions to the game. So you're going to want to go on the marketplace, you and some friends, go to the consumables, experience, and this is what you're looking for. That is not what you're looking for. You're looking for this one, the one right below it. Superior Potion of Allied Advancement. Now, what this does is it gives you and your closest friends 50% bonus XP for 2 hours. Now, that stacks up to 250. If you look down here, the cap is 250 bonus XP. Basically, if you get you and 4 other people to run this potion, your whole group will get 250 bonus XP. We saw some people on the first day do this. It took them 8.5 hours from the time that the server launched to hit level 50. So you're looking at each person buying 4 of these. That's $30 a person, and that's only 5 out of the 6 people buy them. So if you can get 5 people to spend $30 each, you guys are all going to get to max level if you grind really hard and kind of know what you're doing. That's the fastest way to do it. And really, at $7.50, you're looking at $30 a person. That's cheaper than most games have for their boosts, for their character boosts. I know WoW is like $60, so it's actually not that bad of a deal. It does take you the 8 hours. You might take a little bit longer or slower depending on how good your group is. You definitely, if you're going to be doing this, you want to bring a tank, 2 healers. You really want that Chanter Bard combo for the power regen, and a really high DPS, probably I think right now Necros and Conjurers are doing really well. Another thing that will really help you out through the levels is this macro. Now, I know showing you guys this macro is basically the fastest way to get it nerfed, but until it does, and though this has worked as far back as I can remember, we used it on Stormhold, we used it on Fallen Gate, we used it on Race to Trachodon, so it may or may not be working as intended, or it may or may be working as intended. So what you're going to want to do is you get one person to volunteer in your group to be the lobby. Basically, they stay 1 level behind you. You put their name on the first line that you are going to mentor them. Another command is %T, which basically means your target. So you basically just target the person you want to mentor, and you create this macro. What this macro does is it mentors and then unmentors immediately. So as soon as you hit it, you're going to mentor them and you're going to unmentor them. And you may be asking yourself, Synergy, why the would I want to have a macro that just mentors and unmentors? Well, I'll tell you, and I'm glad you asked, actually. When you mentor and unmentor, your values, I'll give you the short answer. You get full health and power if you spam it enough times. The reason it works is because when you mentor down, it changes your hit points and your mana or power to a smaller amount when you're mentored down. But the percentage does it the way your current filled and your maximum, every time you do it, you gain a little bit in the percent part of it. Not the actual numbers, but your percentage will actually go up. So if you hit it 20 times, you'll get max power, max life. So basically, in between every pull, hit your macro, get full power, pull a big group, use all of your power, kill the group, rinse and repeat. Now that mentor macro will be good for any of the methods you choose. The second method, so that's the first method, and it's great. I mean, if you don't care about the game and you just want to get to max level, you want to start raiding, go ahead, by all means, fly through the content. If you love EverQuest 2 like I do, the other option you have is to take it slow, enjoy the game, go see all the things. You can do all the heritage quests. I mean, there's a ton of heritage quests. They're really good quest lines in this game. Yeah, I mean, I've already got, I mean, this is the list of inheritance. Basically, every time you do a heritage quest, you get a voucher. There's a NPC on both sides of the world. You can, once you've done the heritage quest, you can then buy this for your alts. I mean, it's just amazing way to do it. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend doing that. However, there is somewhere in between, and that's really where everybody needs to fall. What I recommend is going to, like, I will actually link this. It's fandom. It's basically the EQ2 wiki, and you want to go to this is the zones by level. So this is all the zones. I'll provide this link in the description, but these are all the zones, and you really need to stay from 50 and below because this is what we currently have access to. And we don't have Butcher Block Mountains, that comes later, and we don't have Timorous Deep. But basically the rest of these we have. These are your outside zones. These are your overland zones. These will be your main quest areas. These are great if you want to go through and do questing. If you kind of want to know where to go harvesting, this is a great little guide for that. However, this is where the good stuff is. It's in the dungeons. You just scroll up, you click dungeon timeline. This is where the good stuff is. You go to Wailing Caves, Black Bro, depending on which side. Wailing Caves is for the Freeport people. Black Bro's for the Antonica people. Same with Stormhold Fallen Gate. Stormhold would be for people from Antonica. Fallen Gate would be people from Freeport. However, if you're willing to travel, you can go to either. And then Crushbone Keep we don't have yet. That comes out later. But yeah, so you go basically Stormhold Fallen Gate, and then you jump over to Ruins of Varsoon. The thing everybody must do, and I'm telling you, everybody must do this zone. This is the best zone in the game. Nectropos? I have no idea how to say it. I call it Neck Castle. It's the best zone in the game. I highly recommend you run this 15 times. You probably will out-level it if you do, but I'm telling you, learn this zone. People will love you if you know how to do this zone. And yeah, it's just a great zone altogether. So the medium path, I'm totally off on a tangent now. The medium path is basically doing some dungeons with some side things like Nectrops Castle, you know, run your Deathfist Citadel, do a couple heritage quests with your group, do the armor quest at level 20. If you just go on the wiki, you can search for the armor quest. I'll give you a link for it. These are all just fun things to do while you do the level. Enjoy the experience. Don't take too long. Some people like never get to max level because they take too long, and that's just silly. You know, don't be that guy. But at the same time, you know, a lot of the game is in the leveling up, but you only have 4 months, you know, to get to max level before the level cap increases. So you want to get to max level so you can experience some of the dungeons that the game does have to offer. So I hope I've given you at least 1 or 2 tips that you can use to help you get to max level. If you have any questions, you can hit me up. You can leave a comment below. You can hit me up in-game. I'm Sinergy with Reavers. I'm actually the leader of Nameless Chaos Community. We joined up with Reavers for this TLE to join forces because we had like 20 raiders and they had like 20 raiders. So on our raid nights, you know, we'll grab 4 of them, and on their raid nights, they'll grab 4 of us. But we've actually added, what do we have? 81 accounts now. So I mean, our rates are gonna be ridiculous. We've got 20 plus, 30 plus people on all the time. So it's just a matter of figure out what night everybody wants to raid, and we'll probably end up running 2 or 3 different raid nights, and then everybody will have a spot in one of the raids, and then we'll just bring in alternates for the rest of the spots. It's gonna be a blast. We're gonna have a good time. If you're into some casual raiding, I will promise you, if you show up to raids and you show up all the time, raiding with us, you'll get your prismatic. You'll get, as long as you have the language quest done and you have your prerequisites, show up. We'll get you in on a DarqUI, join the guild, and have a good time. Come drink with us Friday. I've got some things in the works. I'm hoping to do a naked gnome run from Antonica to Freeport. I will be giving away a prize. I don't want to commit myself too much, but I'm pretty sure if I can figure out a way to make sure nobody cheats and uses druid ports or wizard ports and they stay below level 5, I'd like to give out a chrono to whichever person can make it all the way from Antonica docks all the way to the Freeport docks. So I will let you know more when I get more info on what time. It will likely be next Friday. Depending on when you're watching this, that will be Friday the 29th, I believe, at around 7 p.m. Pacific. You can hit me up on Twitter, Discord, in-game, and I'll have more information as it gets closer. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want some more of this. If there's anything you don't know about the game that you would like a little bit of information, I do know a little bit about a lot of things and a bit about a little things. So if there's anything you have questions about or you need help, I have no problem answering questions. Just hit me up. I'd love to talk to you, and yeah, see you next time. Thanks for watching.